Hey guys, what's up? My name is Amy if you're new here, and today I'm going to be doing a January baking video, but this month is going to be a birthday themed sort of baking video because it was my birthday last week and I live streamed and I'm really excited. I'm 22 now, and so I made some treats. I made a cake and I made just some of my favorite treats. I didn't really know what birthday treats in particular were, like what they were specifically, and so I just made a cake and just made two treats that seemed fun, and I put up a little happy birthday sign and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit fun and different this month, but obviously next month it'll be my Valentine's Day baking video, so yeah, I'm really excited about that as well. But I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so today we're making Funfetti cookie bars, which look like this, and they're actually really good. They're a little bit stiff. They're not like a cake, they're more like a biscuit kind of texture. And then I also made this red velvet cake, which tastes really good, and the icing job is really bad, but I just used like the one in the not the tube, like the little tub thing, and just decorated it, but I tried my best. And the last thing we have here is edible cookie dough, which was my first time making them, and I love cookie dough, and usually like with ice cream and stuff, my go-to flavor is cookie dough, and so that's why I wanted to try this out. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a really great start to your 2021, and thank you so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get started.
Okay guys, so I just want to let you know that all of my baking today are the half recipes of everything I'm showing you. So I'm going to tell you the full recipe, but all my ingredients are at half because I was making all three in the same day and I didn't want to have too many treats in the house. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, so the first thing we'll be making today are these Funfetti cake bars, which are so cute and a cute little like cake alternative. So what you're going to need for this is 2 sticks of unsalted butter, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3 cups all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, 1 cup of rainbow sprinkles, and a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing here is melting my butter and adding my granulated sugar, and I'm just whisking that together. And once that's combined, I'm just adding my vanilla and my egg and whisking that together. Then I'm switching over to a spatula and adding half of my dry ingredients and mixing it up, and then adding the other half until it's all well combined, and then adding the rainbow sprinkles. After that, you just want to grab a pan with some parchment paper, and I'm just laying out the dough, and it's a little bit of a stiff dough, so you're just gonna have to press it down a little bit, and then you want to throw it into the oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. But since I made half the recipe, I put it in for about 20 and it turned out just fine, and I just let it cool before I started decorating. So once it was completely cool, I just cut it into 12 and I melted some chocolate, and it wasn't as thin as it was supposed to, so I didn't get to drizzle it very nicely, but I did what I could. And then I added some rainbow sprinkles on there. You can just get creative, you can do whatever you want here, but I think these are really cute and they're kind of like a biscuit texture, so if you like that, then you'll definitely love these, and I totally recommend making them. So the next treat I made was the red velvet cake, and red velvet is probably my favorite cake flavor, so I decided to make this for myself this year. So the ingredients you will be needing are a 1/2 cup of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 cup of milk, 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons cocoa powder, 2.5 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, some red food coloring, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And as for the frosting, I was really lazy and I didn't want to make any, so I just had the tub version and I decided to smear that all over the cake. But I will obviously leave all the recipe links down below, so if you want to make your own frosting, then definitely check out the website. The first thing I'm doing here is whisking together my melted butter and sugar, then adding my egg and vanilla and giving it another mix. Then I'm adding my red food coloring and then adding my milk and mixing it all together, then adding my dry ingredients, which is the cocoa powder and the flour, and using a spatula to now combine, being careful to not overmix, then adding the baking soda and salt and mixing it together until it's well combined, and then I'm just putting it in a round cake pan and putting it into the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, so once the cake is completely cool, you can start decorating. So I just used some buttercream frosting and just put on some sprinkles. I was just doing whatever felt right here. I don't know, it doesn't look the best, but it tasted pretty good and I think it's pretty cute. And so yeah, this was a really moist cake, so I definitely recommend making it whenever you have the time. And I can't believe this is a half recipe because it still turned out like a normal cake. And so yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and on to the last treat. So the last thing we'll be making is the edible cookie dough, which honestly I didn't do a very good job at, which I'll explain later so you don't repeat my mistakes. But the ingredients you'll be needing is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half cup of butter, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a half teaspoon of salt, and some chocolate chips and sprinkles if you want some. Okay, so what makes regular cookie dough not quote-unquote edible is the flour and the egg. So you want to grab a baking sheet and lay out your flour, and you want to bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now this is where I messed up because I overbaked the flour and it became a little bit too toasted, and you could really taste it in the cookie dough, which I didn't really like. And so just keep your eye on it and make sure you don't overcook your flour. So yeah. So while the flour is baking, I'm just grabbing my melted butter and my 2 sugars, and I'm just whisking that together. And then I'm adding my milk and my vanilla extract and whisking it together. And once the flour is fully toasted, you just want to add that into your butter mixture, and you just combine it. And you can add chocolate chip and sprinkles, and maybe you can add nuts. You can add whatever you want here. But yeah, I think it looks really nice, and it does look like cookie dough, and it had the same texture. I just really messed up with the flour. But anyways, that pretty much does it for my birthday baking video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this month's bake with me. I really had fun making this, and I hope you're all having a great start to your 2021. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you very soon with another cover. Bye!